Bienvenidos a capítulo 5. Okay, sorry, no capítulo 5, unidad 5, unit 5. This is my favorite unit because we're talking about myth or reality. We're going to talk a little bit about pyramids. I love pyramids. I don't know why. It's might be the Indiana Jones side of Profe, but I love this part. Which ironically, if you've seen Indiana Jones, the third movie, they talk about. I think they go to South America, but yet they have they the pyramids that they show are Mayan pyramids. Okay, and the Mayans, of course, lived in what is modern day Mexico and modern day Guatemala. And so I didn't like that so much when I saw the movie, but what are you going to do, right? Now, when we talk about pyramids, we almost exclusively talk about Mayan pyramids. The Mayan culture is a classic culture, but it died out about the year 1000 AD. All right, and it is important because when the Spanish came to the New World, when Cortez came to the New World in, let's see here, it was 1521, the Mayans, as they had these huge kingdom states, they had long since been abandoned, and the jungle canopy had totally enveloped these huge pyramids, which was good in a way because now for posterity's sake, we have these huge giant temples and pyramids that they're still unearthing today. There's thousands, literally thousands of archaeological sites dotted all over the map of Mexico and Guatemala still to this day that are being unearthed. Very cool. If you go to YouTube and go to look at a site called Mirador, 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 and there's a CNN little piece from CNN about something they discovered in Guatemala. They discovered a huge archaeological site, and just a gigantic pyramid. Very cool. The things that they're still discovering today, it's amazing. So there are literally thousands of archaeological sites and hundreds, if not thousands, of pyramids still unearthed, still underneath the jungle canopy. Okay, because where these pyramids are located, it's all dense jungle. So it's very interesting today, and there's still a lot underneath the ground too, possibly treasure, but just a lot of archaeological sites, a lot under the earth. So very cool. And just remember, when you see a pyramid, it's almost always Mayan. All right, because everything that the Aztecs made, the Spanish had destroyed. Nearly everything. Okay. So let's go ahead and talk about grammar this week. I know that's really what you wanted to get into, not talking about boring pyramids, but grammar, exciting grammar. So you have a repaso part on repaso. It's on 293, 293. That's the review part before we get into the chapter. And then we're going to talk about negative constructions and positive constructions. These are words like someone, something, some, always, also, alguien, algo, alguno, alguna, algunas. So these are important to remember. Nadie, nada. I encourage you to review those and to do activity 3 on that. Review those constructions. Super useful and important. Well, let's get to, and then there's another grammar lesson on page 295. That's a little bit of review for you. So in Spanish, they do something cool with adjectives. They make them into nouns or sustantivos. So if I want to say, in Spanish, you can say, oh, I want the modern ones, or I want the gray ones. You can say, los modernos, los grises. Okay, it's a way of changing adjectives, make them into nouns. All right, we don't do this in English. We put one behind an adjective. Okay, like the gray one. Okay, the modern one. Okay, in Spanish, they say the moderns, the grays. Okay, and that's their way of changing an adjective to a noun. So you can read about that in 295 and then do an activity, probably activity 6, to review that if you'd like. And then let's get into the chapter. So very cool things about pyramids. Let's see here. um, you guys can go to page 306. That's our grammar lesson for this week. We're going to talk about expressions using the present with the present perfect of the subjunctive. All right, when talking about doubt. Basically, when using subjunctive, you've already talked about using doubt with the subjunctive. For instance, yo dudo que existan. Okay, if you're talking about los extraterrestres, extraterrestrials, you can say yo dudo que existan. All right, you could say es dudoso que estén allá. Okay, it's doubtful that they are there. All right, now we can do this also with the perfect tense. Okay, so we can take the present perfect of the subjunctive, and that's what you'll read on page 306. Okay, so you can say, I doubt that they have existed. Yo dudo que hayan existido. Okay, there's our hayan. Okay, and we're going to use them this week with expressions of doubt. Now, if we take the doubt away, if it's a certainty, you're not going to use subjunctive. All right, we're not going to use subjunctive for that. So if it's certain, so estoy seguro que hay, like, because there's no more doubt, so I'm certain that there are extraterrestrials, if you want to say that. Estoy seguro que hay extraterrestres. Okay, but if we want to say yo dudo, okay, we put down to the equation, we need to use a subjunctive form of the perfect tense, right? So you'd say yo dudo que haya existido los extraterrestres. All right, that'll make more sense as you read the blue section of page 306 and you start doing your work. All right, well, good luck today, and let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much.